Who's the more foolish, the fool or the fool who keeps bringing up this topic? Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Xerath Prevails. Got another raid video for you today. This time it's Old Republic getting 1.2 million, and I'm just going to say it up front, guys. 1.2 million isn't always going to be in reach, even if you have wonderful relics and mods. This is just a very RNG dependent team, but I'm going to show you how to mitigate a lot of that. You'll get a good score almost every time with minimal resets. This is kind of the team that we all start with, right? So there's also actually, on that note, going to be a couple videos linked in the video description showing tier 2, which is I guess it's tier 1 because tier 0 is 300,000, so 450k, and it works for 300,000 as well if you don't have the right relics for it. And they're just videos that I'm not going to have my voiceover or anything, but people with lower level accounts can go check those out and just see how I do it there, so you can get your max run as well. Very similar principles to what I'm showing you on this video, but yeah, I managed to get 3 instances of 1.2 million in a row here, guys. I'm gonna show you those, and we're gonna keep going. Just to keep a quick reminder as well, on this same playlist, guys, so check out my playlists for the Krayt raid. I also have the Jabba 4-man team. It only takes 2 minutes. Very easy 2.7 as long as you have the right relics. It includes Boba, and it doesn't include Scando, so you probably want to check this out. Get your guild off your back for, you know, a quick 2.7. It's just that easy, guys. And then I wish I could make a couple tweaks to this Mandalorian video, but 1.8, it's still solid, guys, if you get the right relic levels and you know, damage numbers, all of that stuff. So check out those, and then also check out my patrons. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for your support, guys. I don't know what I'd do without you. I truly appreciate all the support. You're amazing, and I love you all in the most platonic way possible. However, speaking of platonic, or maybe not platonic, guys, if you want to support this channel for free, all you've got to do is like, subscribe, and comment. Help me mount the algorithm in whatever the sliding scale on platonic you want to put it for the algorithm, guys. It's there for the taking. I don't know how cringe that was. Let's just move on. Here are the speeds and the stats that I used for the video in question. They're all Relic 7 characters, actually, guys, but I don't know if they're just like bad mods or bad methodology. Like the second tier from the top is just miserable, and I can't get enough damage on it. Maybe I need to do a different way. I found very few videos on this, to be honest, guys. So this is the team that we all start with, and I know that you need Mission and Zalbar. You probably don't need them this high relics. I just happen to have them there. You know, everyone's just gonna have a Bastila at relic 7 if they get Leviathan, and then Revan is just a good idea at 7 because he's pretty stat hungry and he does a lot more. The thing I want to really point out before we go to the actual footage, though, is Jedi Revan is the guy who's dealing all the damage here. All of his mechanics rely on, like, the whole thing relies on his mechanics working, and therefore I've just stocked him up with as much offense as possible. He's special damage, so it's not the first damage as you scroll down. When you see physical, if you keep scrolling down, you'll see special, and that's how much he has. He also has extra crit chance on him because he doesn't crit very much, especially with special damage, and then he does have a crit damage triangle. So these are the speeds I used. Probably have better results by putting them faster, frankly. I don't have crazy good mods on them, though they are Relic 7 stats, so you're gonna have to contend with that. But I would imagine that if you can get to these stats at Relic 5 or something, you'll be good to go. Though the mods that I have on Jedi Revan are actually just exactly there. I just took all of the ones from my Kieti Mundi, who's modded to be pretty dang fast with an offense set. So I don't know if you're going to be able to get to these speeds without sacrificing some offense, but I will say this, once I got to this offense number, I started getting a 12 or 1.2 million way more consistently, way more consistently. So let's jump into it here, folks, shall we? Let's jump. Whoa, there's a thing with the stuff that is great. It's Krayt, in fact. All right, so here we go. He's here, he's roaring. All right, so the first thing you want to do, guys, is just your Revan's going to be just fast enough to force the Krayt Dragon to go. You don't want to mark him yet. You don't want to do anything. You just want to make him go. So call Basti to assist, and then he'll vomit all over you. He'll puke vomit all over you. Puke. It's just gross, guys. But now we have the entrails of that Bantha all upon us, and we have all these debuffs. So the first thing you're going to do is Basti's first. She's going to call Jedi Revan to assist. And the Jedi Revan, he's just going to consistently be the one to be called for this. It's a two-man game between Basti and Revan. To be honest, guys, like that, they're just kind of playing their own game. Keep in mind, like, so it's a little bit like Zalbar and Mission are just along for the ride, and Jolie is their servant a little bit. Like, not trying to make anyone mad here, but like the roles that they're playing here, it's like Jedi Revan and Basti are just kind of wrapped up in each other, and Jolie is just kind of doing the grunt work here because that's kind of just what their kits make them do. So call him to assist. You see all those buffs? That's wonderful. He does way more damage than you might think. And then Mission is just going to cleanse herself because she's just going to miss if she tries to shoot because she was blinded. Now Jolie is going to do the cleanse, which is also a revive, I realize, but you don't need that revive until way later if you need it at all. You're going to revive on Zalbar, which gets rid of his buffs so that he can hit and taunt at the same time, alright? That's why it's important to have at least these same speeds matching for this opening sequence is always the same. It's always the same. So Mission now can shoot at will, and what you want to do here, guys, you might be tempted to do the AoE to start working on those snacks, as I always call them, on the explosives, but instead what you want to do, you want to mark the Krayt Dragon so he can't gain buffs. That's really important here, guys. And you also, this is the only time I would recommend resetting, which I don't think I've ever failed this, but you want to reduce his turn meter here with the mark. So you'll note he marks, the turn meter is lowered. Wonderful. Okay, so now we're just calling Jedi Revan every time, and then he does his AoE. He's gonna pass the AoE to whichever of the Jedi has the most turn meter currently, which is Jolie at this point. So hand it to Jolie. Wonderful. Jolie is so he's just gonna call Jedi Revan to assist at this point. Eventually we'll have him do things like summon more snacks. We'll have him shoot the ballista, etc. But for right now, he can call Jedi Revan to assist. All right, he eats Mission's pet, and we're all very sad about that. So let's just call people to assist. Remember, Jedi Revan and Basti are just constantly calling each other to assist here. That's just non-stop the whole time. And then I never use, maybe it's foolish, but I never use her other special. Like I just use her basic when I need to do something else, and then just mark him. Hope that you get rid of his turn meter. It doesn't work. So Jolie finally shoots the ballista. Remember, the other two think they're too good to shoot the ballista, but Jolie is left to do it alone. You can do it with Mission as well if you really want, but Mission actually does damage, whereas Jolie is just he's just there for fun, I guess, for just the oddball tasks. So okay, we got Mission's pet back. Wonderful. And now he's going to submerge. Now there's still 3 stacks on all of these left, so the sequence is pretty important, guys. So first he's going to do his AoE, cleanse everyone, hand it to Basti. Basti's going to call him to assist. Now one thing I haven't pointed out yet, guys, is in Revan's kit, whenever he attacks a character with Mark, he's gaining 20%, I think, turn meter. He's gaining a bunch of turn meter if he's called to assist against it. So he's gaining a ton of turn meter. He's fast anyways, and that's a huge part of what he's doing here. So now he's going to target one of the snacks here and get it down to 1 stack. All right, and then mission. So everyone's forced to just hit the dragon right now. And okay, so Revan's back. Now we're going to target a different snack here, guys. Not the one with just 1. We're going to target one with 2 and call Basti to assist here. Which means, because it explodes the one with a 1 stack, and that one explodes, so those two combine to explode the one with 2 stacks. So, it's gone, the Krayt Dragon is back, and he immediately is pissed enough to hit us with his face, apparently. And now, so we're waiting, we can wait for Jolie to go to summon more snacks. So it's not a rush, we don't need like 3 of them, we just need 2 eventually. So give Revan his buffs whenever you can, and then Zalbar, just gonna hit the Krayt Dragon in the face. And now, this is where the RNG kicks in, guys. We need to get the mark onto the Krayt Dragon again. So we're gonna mark him. We're gonna hope that his turn meter goes down. The biggest correlation between wins in this scenario is how often you get the right RNG to decrease his turn meter through Jedi Revan's mark. It works less and less as you continue to go along. This time it did work, however, which is pretty nice. Mission just does basics. I've seen the videos that I've seen have had Mission doing a decent amount of damage. You can definitely do that. Jedi Revan is so much more consistent, and Mission just kind of kicks off. At this point, she just dies. Once you hit 600,000 damage, she's just gonna go away for the rest of the fight. Yeah, unless a few different weird RNG things happen, and if she sticks around for a long time, then you're usually good to go. Remember, Jolie can't revive any non-Jedi, so he's gonna summon some snacks for us, and then the 2-man game between Basti and Revan continues. Didn't reduce his turn meter this time, unfortunately, and now starting to get a little desperate. So he swallows Mission's pet again, which I guess because she's dead, we've inherited the pet. So good for us, I suppose. Do the AoE, get that cleanse, etc. Get another armor shred on, and then we're getting close, guys. We live less than. Oh, okay, so Basti's gone, so now we do revive her. Wonderful. Good for us. Now, I did mark this snack just so that we could get cleansed, and, we'd be good to go. There we go. Alright. Hand the turn to the Jedi with the most turn meter, and continue on. We're almost there. Okay, so Mission's pet is dead, unfortunately. But Jolie gets the final tap-roo and gets to go in. Alright, so the Krayt Dragon, not happy. Tuskens look happy. That's fine. We're working for the Tuskens, apparently. So, like every good YouTuber who makes videos, let's just jump right back in. We're just going to not use that damage. Alright. Immediately back in. So, start the fight. I won't pause it anymore here, guys. Start the fight with the call to assist so that it causes Krayt Dragon to go. Now, the 2-man game between Revan and Basti cleanses Zalbar here so that he can get the taunt, so that he's the one who's eaten. And yeah, we could keep going. Does anyone think that they should reskin this for Phoenix so that we can do a Jupa raid? Just a random thought. Alright, so we're just gonna continue on. Keep going. Shoot the Krayt Dragon. Wait for Jolie to shoot the ballista, because Jedi Revan and Basti can't be bothered to do it. Alright, spits out the pet, and spits out some vomit as well, which is always wonderful. And once again, we're just waiting. Just do one hit with Revan. Eventually Revan's gonna get another turn here, if you have him modded quick enough. And then he's gonna call Basti here, blow up all the snacks at once. And Look at that. We got a counter from Zalbar. Fancy of you, Zalbar, mission. Alright. So mission's gonna kick off here pretty soon. She's right around 600,000. She's gone. No matter what you do, guys, she just freaking dies so easily. So that's why she's Relic 7. I was like, man, maybe she just needs to be bulked up. And that wasn't it. So, alright, eats the pet. And now we just continue working. We're kind of in the end game. We're starting to do a lot of damage at this point, folks. And, alright, so marking the Krayt Dragon usually does the right kind of debuffs, and it releases the pet. And, alright, vomits more on us. What a moron he is, apparently. Yeah, so everyone can only hit the thing, the lump in the sand that is, whatever it's called, submerged, it's selected, it's marked. Alright, Basti's almost dead. Oh, look at that, Jedi Revan's actually kicked in. Alright, he's back though. Just does a basic, hands the turn to Basti, and we are home free here, guys. There we go. Gosh, Jedi Revan dies. He comes back though. He came back. I think that's the only time in all of my testing that Jedi Revan died, in fact. Alright, so we've got the 1200, or the 1.2, whatever it's called. We're just gonna do it one more time, guys. One more time, and then I'll let you go. So, Krayt Dragon, breathes on us, roars. There we go. He's like, I will hit you with my face as soon as I humanly can. I'm like, well, you're not quite human. He's like, well, for all the humans I've eaten, I might be part human, in fact. So, I always want to do that AoE first. I have to remind myself, you know, to mark him so that not only are you decreasing his turn meter, but you're making so he can't get buffs, and you're making it so that whenever someone calls Jedi Revan to assist, he gains turn meter because of the mark on there. That's all it is. You just want to spam him going as much as you can because he's getting marked. Or because the Krayt Dragon is marked, and you're getting turn meter every time you hit the marked target. And Jedi Revan hits a lot harder than you might think. Alright, hit the snack. Whack. Alright. Go, Basti. Explode the snacks. There we go. We can just immediately resummon them, apparently. Good job, Zalbar and mission. Alright. Acknowledge that mission's time is nearly at an end. Goodbye, mission. Okay, so there's Savior on Jedi Revan. And we just continue to go. Alright. So I think the thing to point out here too, guys, is you can do this with a faster Jedi Revan, like if you get 20 more speed, like you have to use a speed set basically. But if you do that, then it's probably more consistent. Oh, hey, goodbye Wi-Fi. Jeez, I wonder when that happened. I don't remember that. It's weird. Anyways, oh, look at that. We didn't even manage to kill the pet, or to rescue the pet. I suppose that's okay. Julia was too slow, I guess. We're gonna do the best we can here, folks. Okay, keep going, guys. Keep it on going. There we go. How much damage can we get? I figured this was actually just gonna be a loss, actually, but just keep going, guys. Show our indomitable spirit. It's almost it's like a near disaster at the end usually. This is a lot of RNG, guys. Alright, there we go. We got it. So, if you do the faster speed comp, like I was saying, you have more control, a little bit at least, but you don't necessarily have the, you don't have the hitting power. So, it's just kind of an exchange. I guess you could get Jedi Revan up to Relic 8. That would probably work, right? Alright, guys, I think that's it. Remember to like and subscribe. Check out the videos I have linked below. And thank you all so much for watching. And remember that in all things, Zereth prevails.